I love libraries. They smell like dust and paper and ink. All these stories and facts and opinions crowded together in one place makes the air come alive with potential. I'm not sure how to navigate Yamaku's library yet, having mostly stuck to books I brought with me, so I search for the librarian to ask for help. I suppose. Oh, can't believe it. Yuko looking rather distracted, suddenly emerges from one of the aisles. Excuse me. Oh, can I help you? Actually, I was looking for a book. So am I. Advanced cryptography. We just got it in, and now it's gone missing. Oh, I know who has it. I really wanted to read that one. Cryptography? Yeah, that is... This guy I knew, not sure how to describe it. Skip to the end. He got me interested in cryptography, only now the book's gone and I think it's been stolen. Sounds pretty terrible. Yeah, especially because now I have to search the whole library for it. Even though it's probably not even here. You seem busy. A little. She dashes off down another aisle and I resign myself to finding my own damn book. Plenty of choices. Oh come on, how did I get lost? These aren't even printed books, they're all in Braille. Yeah, we looked into Braille with my last waifu, but you know. I guess that makes sense in a school like this, but honestly it's a little annoying. I'm sorry, is someone there? Oh wow, we get to actually fucking see her. After all this time, it's like, now that I'm like doing the Emmy arc, like right after that huge argument with both Lily and Shizune, we've never really seen her that much. And I guess now we're seeing her again. A lilting voice drifts out from behind one of the cubicles set up for research. As I approach, I see that Lily's been reading a book while I've been stomping about the aisles. Oh no, I should be apologizing. I didn't mean to make so much noise. Mai, is that you, Isayo? I've not heard from you in quite some time. I was beginning to think you'd forgotten all about me. Sorry. Lily laughs in that refined manner of hers and shakes her head. I'm only teasing you, Hisayo. From what I hear, you've been busy. Morning runs with Emi, Ibarazaki, and lunch on the rooftop, if I'm not mistaken. Heh, yeah. Guess word gets around pretty quickly. That, and I can't coax poor Hanako on the roof anymore. You three are always up there claiming the spot for yourselves. She chides me gently, though it's pretty clear she's just teasing me again. Still, I feel an odd need to apologize. Sorry, we could eat lunch somewhere else if it's a real problem. Oh no, I wouldn't worry about it. Hanako and I have other things to do at lunch too. Such as read in the library, as you can see. Oh, Hanako's here too? I didn't see her. Lily smiles a bit enigmatically. Oh, she's around somewhere. But I'm surprised, Hisayo, you're in here instead of up there. Excuse me. What brings you to the library? Well, Emmy's ill, so there's no lunch on the rooftop to keep me occupied. Lily raises an eyebrow at my statement before giving another chuckle. My, poor Rin must feel left out. It's not like that. Ah, but I'm sure it isn't. Emmy tends to be the life of whatever group she's in. It's a shame to hear she's fallen ill. Will she be okay? Somehow I get the feeling that Lily's just inquiring out of politeness, but I respond anyway. The nurse thinks so. I'm going to swing by and see how she's doing after school myself. Another raised eyebrow. My, what a noble gentleman you are, Hisayo. It's nothing really, just checking up on my friend after all. Ah, so it's just friends, is it? How disappointing. I blush, I'm glad that Lily can't see it. But somehow she knows that I've been flustered by her comment anyway and laughs. I'm sorry, Hisai, I'm teasing you again. Please do tell Emmy that I hope she feels better, won't you? A glance at my watch reveals that I'm very nearly out of time to find my book. Of course. Hey, I've got to find a book before lunch is over, so I'd better get moving. See you later. That was probably not the best phrase to use. Oh yes, see you! Lily, however, takes my gaffe in stride. Until we meet again, Hisaya. Oh my god, that was a good catch. I never do find the book I was looking for, but I walk out with something else instead. My stomach growls slightly, letting me know that I should have had something for lunch. Oh well. I'll grab something before I visit Emmy later. It seems as if time has decided to slow down for the express purpose of annoying the hell out of me. Class feels like it drags on for ages. I suspect that my being consumed with worry probably has something to do with it. Blessedly, the bell rings and I dash out of class, drawing a few raised eyebrows, I'm sure. I have spent the majority of the day fretting and unobtrusively as I could. Even though the nurse thinks that Emmy is perfectly okay, I want to see for myself. It doesn't take long to get to the girls' dormitory and make my way to Emmy's room. Standing outside her door, I suddenly pause. What if she's resting? I'd hate to wake her up, especially if she's still feeling ill. Then again, if she sleeps all day, then it could throw off her sleeping schedule. But rest is important if you're ill, isn't it? I can't decide what to do, so I settle for standing outside the door looking like an idiot. Then I hear Emmy's voice from behind the door. Thanks for your concern, but I really am okay. Is she talking to me? I'll see you at practice tomorrow. Whoa, she actually knows I'm there. Guess not. Still, clearly she's not asleep, so I can knock without worry. Wait, guess not as in she doesn't know I'm there or what? I kind of lost track of the, reading, but... I mean, I've read it, but you get what I'm saying, but, so I can knock without worry. So why this clenched feeling in my gut? I wasn't nervous about dropping by the other day, so why today? Granted, I still haven't really had time to figure out this newfound interest in Emmy's well-being. I don't have a lot of experience in the matter, of course, but certainly this seems to go beyond feelings of mere friendship. But could I take that step? Could I even bring myself to risk what I have right now? I mean, it's enough to be friends with her, isn't it? Either way, shouldn't I just open the door and see how she's doing? That's why I came here, right? What if she's not dressed yet? Oh geez, the image that flashes through my mind causes my heart to skip a beat, literally. I should probably not ever think those thoughts again, not if I want to avoid a heart attack. I suddenly realize I'm still standing in the hallway looking like an idiot. Emmy still seems to be in the middle of a conversation, but I knock anyway. Hopefully she won't mind the interruption. Oh, okay. Never mind, she was probably talking to someone, I think. Maybe it's that guy that she used to hang out with. I don't know. You worry too much. Come in, the door's unlocked. Oh, okay, yeah, she was talking to someone. So it is. I open the door and step in, which is about where my thought process comes to a grinding halt. Oh, are we now gonna get another pajama scene? Like with Lily? Let's find out. I mean, sort of. Emmy is sitting up in bed, her hair tousled from a day spent asleep. I think this is the first time I've seen her without those familiar beads in her hair. Her gym shirt and bloomers obviously hastily pulled on before I came in are crusted and folded from less than proper storage. Her legs lay bare on the sheets. I've never seen Emmy without prosthetics before, yet here she is, slender legs terminating in stumps just below her knees. But as odd as the sight is, I find myself more captivated by everything north of the waist. Okay, she's in her gym clothes, not in her pajamas, but close enough. It seems that Emmy had finished her conversation with whoever was on the phone with her, and is now watching my reaction closely out of her one open eye as she wipes sleep from the other. Her expression, far from being embarrassed, is rather one of a surprisingly wide yawn, one perhaps appropriate from such a small mouth. A grin that for a brief moment seems almost flirtatious tugs at the corner of her mouth as she takes the sight of me in. I can do nothing but remain in a state of fluctuating between fear, confusion, and not a little bit of lust. Emmy hastily sweeps her hair out of her eyes, fixing it back into place before addressing me. You seem a bit caught off guard, Hisayo. And she puts her hair back. Oh my god, look at her room. It looks so realistic. Look at this. Like compared to Lily's room, you know, it looks very minimal. But I mean, of course she's blind, so that kind of makes sense. But like her room is like very decorative and looks, like I said, looks very realistic. I like the coloring and stuff. You know, I don't know. You seem a bit caught off guard, Hisayo. A wave of laughter erupts from her, and I find myself grinning and rubbing the back of my head ruefully. I like it's like a little TV set right there. That's pretty sweet. Sorry, I've just never seen someone so disheveled look so attractive. Never seen you without your legs on. Never seen you look so... I'm sorry. Emmy giggles again and moves to sit up a little straighter. I'm caught up in the movements of her shirt, very, very nearly losing myself. I was wondering what your reaction would be. The nurse called and told me you were going to drop by, you see? And I know you haven't seen me, well, you know, without legs. I respond in a tone of casual surprise. Oh, you don't have them on, I didn't notice. This is almost the truth, I very nearly didn't. I'm not trying to be suave or anything, mind you. Somehow I think Emmy would get offended by that. Oh! Instead she sticks her tongue out at me and chucks the pillow at my head. What? Ass. I definitely catch the pillow and take careful aim before throwing. Emmy laughs and rolls to one side, dodging my shot, the shifting of her shirt distracting me enough so that the next thrown pillow hits me right between the eyes. Oof. I retaliate, of course. And once I've retaliated twice, well, a war was bound to break out sooner or later. And really, when Emmy appears to have far better aim than me, well, it was just a matter of time before I'd have to resort to a suicidal charge. Gotcha. Eep. Oh, whoa. Ha. Then like you saw that? It was like a fucking comic book effects. Oh my god, that was so fucking funny. And I don't know, when I just instantly saw that, I was just instantly reminded of that Angry Video Game Nerd episode with the second episode of him reviewing Batman games and like with all those comic book effects. I know it's basically reminiscent to the I don't know if it actually is. I haven't seen it, but you know the Adam West Batman show. So I don't know if it's really like that. You know, with those like classic effects. And it's also, this is like comic books, but you get what I'm saying. So, you know, I thought it was pretty funny. And once the charge was accomplished, well, of course I'd have to wrestle the pillows away from her. And with that kind of struggle, of course, we'd wind up in this sort of position. Oh, I know what this is going to be. And I also kind of, when I said how I saw Lost Paws play, like, I didn't, like, I know about this game from Lost Paws and stuff. Now, I didn't see him play this game, but I have seen highlights of, like, Lost Paws highlights of him playing all these visual novel games. And I'm pretty sure that this one scene that's going to show up is basically the exact same scene I've seen before. So it's going to happen. So let's see. Yep, I was right. And so I find myself staring down at her from my position atop of her. Oh geez, we're not gonna get a sex scene that easily, I'm pretty sure. Staring down at her from my position atop of her. She's grinning, her eyes sparkling with amusement, maybe a little sweaty now from our tussle. Her chest is heaving up and down, sucking in air. The small bit of my brain that is not currently enraptured by the sight and the smell of her observes that she must still be ill because her stamina is not what it should be. We stayed that way for a while. I'm not sure how long because everything seems to go fuzzy, everything that isn't her anyway. Her eyes meet mine and deep inside them I almost catch a glimpse of what? Fear, longing? Hope? Emmy? A cough suddenly convulses her and I'm almost stumbling in my haste to get off to apologize for everything. I'm pretty sure he's now gonna catch the sickness. I mean, that's definitely gonna happen, guys. Sorry, I shouldn't have. It's fine, it's fine. She gives me a reassuring pat on the shoulder. So, what brings you here? She's still breathing hard and that causes her voice to shake slightly. Well, before I was so rudely assaulted by pillows, I came to see how you were doing. Oh, jeez. This earns me another shove and I very, very nearly fall off her bed. Emmy's eyes sparkle again, and I wonder how I never noticed how attractive they are before. Consumed with worry, were you? Her tone is mocking, haughty, and teasing. She throws her arm across her forehead, dramatically grin, still apparent from underneath. Couldn't bear the thought of me laying deathly ill. As we both recover from our brief wrestling match, Emmy appears to fall back on teasing me. Well, I wouldn't say consumed with worry, but after you didn't show up this morning like a total wuss. Emmy pouts, crossing her arms petulantly and sticking her lower lip out. It's not my fault. Nurse wouldn't allow it. Sure he wouldn't, I completely believe you. Emmy sticks her tongue out again. You're such a jerk, Hasayo. So how was your day then, Ed? Did you enjoy slacking off? Not really, the phone woke me up pretty early on. The phone? Yeah, the captain of the team called to make sure I was doing okay. Also to let me know it was okay to skip practice. Good, at least she wasn't alone all day. Someone checked up on her. Although I can't help but think that it should have been me. Oh, that's good. He really keeps an eye on you, huh? Emmy shrugs. Excuse me. It's his job. Part of being the captain means you know where your team members are when they're not in school. Still, I guess it was nice of him to call, huh? Yep, sure was. Emmy yawns and shimmies down into a more comfortable position. So how was your day? Kind of uneventful, you know. I went ahead and ran by myself and talked with the nurse about how you were doing. I meander through the day's events, none of which are particularly engrossing. That's when I'm distracted by an arm finding its way across my waist. It seems that Emmy fell asleep while I was talking, so I draw her blanket to cover us. Oh my god, that is so fucking cute. She's rolled over onto her side, and now one leg is thrown over my legs, effectively trapping me. Hey, it seems a shame to wake her, but I have things to do. I gently shake her, but in response she only tightens her arm's grip on me and sighs a little. My resistance to this position crumbles rather quickly. The feeling of her body breathing steadily is both calming and incredibly stimulating at the same time. My breathing cannot decide if it wants to relax or speed up. Relaxation wins, and I find myself putting an arm around Emmy. I think I'm in love. The words slip out and hang in the air unnoticed. At least I hope they've gone unnoticed. Emmy whimpers weakly through her dream, and her grip suddenly tightens again. For the first time since I've known her, I see tears running down Emmy's face. It feels like my heart is about to break. I instinctively tighten my own grip and stroke her hair in what I hope is a soothing manner. Words of comfort, meaningless in this situation, spring to mind. Maybe I should wake her. Are you supposed to wake people having nightmares? I can't for the life of me remember. The decision is taken from me as Emmy suddenly jerks awake with a cry. Dad! Ugh. I'm sorry if I sounded so weird. I am so sorry. I was not expecting that to happen, and then this happened. I'm sorry, guys. This sounds so unfitting, but it is what it is. This is more than I think I want to hear without her knowing. My fucking voice cracked. Holy shit. I quickly sit upright and gently shake her shoulder to stir her. Hey, you okay? What a silly question. Huh? What? Hisayo. She shakes her head as if to clear it and quickly wipes her eyes. He had a nightmare, I think. Emmy shudders again and glances up at me a little cautiously as if unsure whether or not she's actually up. Yeah, I guess so. You want to talk about it? A speedy internal debate seems to be going on in her head, which resolves itself with a shrug. Nah, I don't really remember much of it. I'm pretty sure she's lying to me, but somehow I don't think I should press the issue. Emmy shudders again and turns towards me, looking a little sheepish. Sorry for falling asleep on you like that. I keep my voice as soothing as I can. Hey, don't worry about it, you've been ill. Yeah, I guess that cold medicine's just made me a little drowsy. I guess so. Yeah, when you take NyQuil, it does that to you. Emmy does not strike me as the sort of person who'd fall asleep at the drop of a hat. Rin maybe, but Emmy's far too energetic. Emmy gives a half smile at my response, and then just like that, she's back to her old self. Well, we'll prepare yourself for tomorrow morning, Hisayo. We'll have to go twice as hard to make up for today. But I went running this morning. No excuse. Oh, fine, I'll be ready for you. What if you get sick tomorrow, huh? What's gonna happen then? Emmy nods satisfied. Good. I take this as my cue to exit. Well, I'd better get going, especially if I want to get enough sleep for tomorrow. I hop off the bed and head off for the door. Hey, Hisayo? I pivot neatly on my heel and face Emmy. She opens her mouth to say something, and then in another first, I see her falter slightly. She closes her mouth and opens it again. Thanks. For dropping by, I mean. You're kind of the first visitor I've ever had who wasn't Rin. Now that's surprising. I would figure that Emmy'd have people dropping by all the time. She's certainly popular enough, or so I thought, always talking to people in the hallways. Emmy hesitates again. And thanks for staying around after a look of pain flits across her face. It helped. She brightens back up and waves cheerily at me. See you tomorrow. Yeah, see you later. I'm just about to exit the door when something makes me turn around again. Hey, Emmy? Anytime you need to talk, let me know, okay? Emmy seems taken aback by this offer. Her grin gets even wider. Sure thing, Hisayo. See you in the morning. I exit Emmy's room with my head in a whirl. Should I have even left? Was she really okay? I want to turn around and march back down the hallway, open the door, and tell her. Tell her I love her. Tell her I think she's beautiful. Tell her that I'll be there when she needs me. I want to stay with her, to hold her close as she falls back to sleep. How many nights has she woken up like that? Only to find that nobody's there. I want to be that person she can be with when that happens. It's a silly thought, I know. We don't know each other that well, do we? The whole idea, while exhilarating, also makes me feel worried. Worry perhaps that I'd overstepped my bounds. And now to add to my troubles, it seems as if Emmy herself already has an interest in someone else. This track captain of hers who seems so interested in her well-being. True, I've only seen the two of them together a few times, but that doesn't change the fact that they seem better suited to one another. There's really nothing to be done about that. I need to take my mind off of this whole situation. I've got homework to do. Maybe that will distract me. Alrighty, this is a perfect place to end it off. So yeah, this was really, really sweet. I mean, I actually really, it was really nice, I have to admit. Of course, like, it was just as good as, like, the other time, like, with Lily and stuff. I just want to point out that, like, you know, so far I don't have, like, you know, any all-time favorites. I mean, right now, still Lily is, like, my tops, I would say, but I'm still, like, learning more about Emmy and stuff, and, like, also some of the scenes and stuff. It's actually pretty nice. I'm just leaving it off here, you know, so that's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, now I'm gonna save, create new save state, progress successfully saved. So yeah, that is it. Oh, wait, hold on. Main menu, yes. So yeah, everything's going pretty good. Can't wait to see what comes next. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.